second stage, and that is, you start the second stage with some sort of pranayama, breathing exercise, a quick 5 to 7 minutes, and then you move on to chanting some sounds. It can be a mantra or a sound, beat sound, or a sound which doesn't make any sense. It has to be a sound, and a sound, Om is a default sound. You can use it, it's very powerful. But the point is, the sound has to, you can start the sound outside, loud outside, and you have to take it inside. So you start Om. So first you start outwardly loud, and then slowly you go Om. And then you only vibrate, you only chant the sound inside you, inside your being. So this is the second sort of step in the second stage, the second type of meditation. And the third step in the second type of meditation, or second stage of meditation, is you ask a master to sit with you, along with you, in your meditations, and you sort of put your attention on the form of the master, or being, or the thing. What happens? The third stage, or the third part of the meditation, is when you sit more and more with the master. Of course, you do some pranayama if you have to, you chant a mantra if you have to, a sound, and then you sit with the master for a long time. You sit with the master or the thing you admire for a long time. As you sit more and more time with your internal master, he or she sort of focuses your attention, because your attention is now getting more and more refined, more and more subtle, and therefore the time comes when your attention can be sort of, it happens naturally. Attention sort of from a wider image sort of focuses or recenters into a very small region, and you start to focus in that region, or that spot, or that patch, and then in that patch you will see the form, the ultimate being patch. In that patch of lahirimahasaya, I met Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji, and he sort of led me to the next stage meditation, the final stage of meditation. And without him, I wouldn't have gone to the next stage, the final stage of meditations. So in my case, it was Mahavatar Babaji, and Mahavatar Babaji doesn't have a form or a name, so he can come in any form and name. All forms and names are his, and yet he doesn't belong to any form and name. So he could come as Christ, he could come as Krishna, he could come as Shiva, he could come as Kali, he could come as Buddha. So that being will appear in that convergence when your attention is fully refined and subtle in that small region within the image of your master, or the last master. Because you have many masters and gurus in your spiritual search. Everybody has sort of contributed to what you are, but this is your last master. This is your last guide. This is your last guru. Form and name are not known to that power or that being. Forms and names are ours in the world of manifestation, but the world that being comes from, it belongs to the world of unmanifested. So it can take any form and name, any shape. So third stage of meditation is when you meet your real master, your ultimate master, your last master. The fourth stage and the final stage of the meditation is when the master, the last master, enters your heart region. And when the last master or Babaji enters your heart region, you instantly know who you are. The whole meditation process sort of ends. It's a complete circle. That's the fourth stage of meditation, where the divine being or the ultimate being or the last master enters your own center. We call it the heart region. It is neither the physical and material heart nor the spiritual heart. It is the center of truth. And he comes inside you, he sort of sits in your heart region. And then you start to see your body as a temple, as a mosque, as a church. And when this happens, you sort of come home. You need to start with any master or any technique, and then when you get serious, that's where the meditation starts. First is sort of a teaser or a trailer. As a movie has a trailer, that's how when you start doing meditation. But when you are serious about it and you sort of enjoy the process of meditation, you want to discover more. That's when you actually start meditating. But if you don't want to do all this process, you just want to get to the last stage or the highest level of meditation, then try, if possible, meditate. Put your attention on your own self. If it comes naturally to you, if it comes easy to you, if it comes spontaneous to you, you should do that. Sort of meditate on your own center. Attention on your own center can be called meditation. And in this center, there is no object. There is no being. There is no other. It is just you, and you. And it's your home. So the center of your being is your home. And in this center, there is nothing. There is no two. There is no other. There is no object. There is no experience. It is just you, and this you is boundlessly beautiful, blissful, content, satisfied, and ever engrossed. It is ever engrossed within its own self. It doesn't need entertainment. It doesn't need an experience to get engrossed, but it is engrossed by nature within its own being, its own self. There are no projections. There is no image. Everything has sort of converged and entered your own being and stayed there. And when it enters and stays, that's when you know who you are. That is when you reach your home. Please invite the masters to your meditations. Sit with them. Give all your attention to them. And invite them to enter your heart center. That's the way to meditate.